Break-even analysis. What is break-even analysis? Introduction of the break-even analysis. Break-even analysis is a vital tool for the management accountant in a very narrow interpretation of the term. Break-even analysis is understood as a system of determination of that level of activity where total cost is equal to total sales. However, break-even analysis also involve determination of probable profit at any given level of activity. It priors the relationship between cost of production, volume of production and sales. Introduction of break-even analysis. A break-even analysis used to determine how much sales volume your business needs to start making a profit. The break-even analysis is especially useful when you are developing a pricing strategy, either as a part of marketing plan or a business plan. In economics and business, specifically cost accounting, the break-even point is the point at which cost or expenses and revenue are equal. There is no net loss or gain, and one has broken even. That is, total cost is equal to total revenue is equal to BEP. BEP means no loss, no profit, no loss. No profit, no loss. That is called BEP, break even point. It can be calculated with the help of if any of the following formula. Methods of break-even analysis. Two methods. One is algebraic calculations. Second is graphic presentations. First of all, first one, algebraic calculations. Break-even point in units. Break-even point in units is equal total fixed cost by selling price per unit minus variable cost per unit, or fixed cost by selling price per unit, variable cost per unit. Break-even points in rupees. At a time యూనిట్స్లో డేటా ఇచ్చినప్పుడు రూపీస్లో ఎట్ ఏ టైంలో మనం బ్రేక్ ఈవెన్ అనాలిసిస్ని క్యాలిక్యులేషన్ చేసేటప్పుడు బ్రేక్ ఈవెన్ పాయింట్ ఇన్ యూనిట్స్ ఇంటూ సెల్లింగ్ ప్రైస్ పర్ యూనిట్. ఎట్ ఏ టైం మనకు డేటా అంతా యూనిట్లో ఇచ్చినప్పుడు ఎట్ ఏ టైంలో ఆ డేటాని బట్టి మన రూపీస్లో కన్వర్ట్ చేయాలంటే బ్రేక్ ఈవెన్ పాయింట్ ఇన్ రూపీస్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ బ్రేక్ ఈవెన్ point units into selling price per unit. For example, fixed cost 4,20,000, variable cost per unit 14 rupees, selling price per unit 20 rupees. Find out the break-even points in units and rupees. First of all, units are BEP sales. BEP sales in rupees. Find out BEP in units. BEP sales in units is equal to fixed cost by selling price per unit minus variable cost per unit. Fixed cost is equal to 4,20,000, selling price per unit 20 rupees minus variable cost per unit 14 rupees. 4,20,000 by, that is selling price per unit to variable cost per unit is equal to contribution per unit, that is called 6 rupees. BEP units 70,000 units. At a time BEP sales in rupees, BEP sales in units into selling price per unit. BEP unit 70,000 units, selling price per unit 20 rupees. BEP sales in rupees 14 lakhs. Okay, 14 lakh. S. Next, break-even point in rupees, another formula. Total fixed cost into sales by sales minus variable cost. Total fixed cost means denoted by F into sales, total sales, S. F into S by S minus V. Break-even point, another formula in rupees, PV ratio with PV ratio is equal total fixed cost by PV ratio. PV ratio is equal to contribution by sales. Best example, sales 1 lakh, variable cost 20,000, fixed cost 40,000. Find out PV ratio and BEP sales in rupees. First of all, PV ratio, P by V ratio is equal C by S. C means contribution. Contribution means sales minus variable cost. S minus V by S. S is equal sales 1 lakh, variable cost V is equal 20,000 by S is equal to 1 lakh. PV ratio 0.8 or percentage 80%. High PV ratio, high profit. Low PV ratio, low profit. Indicate. Next, BEP sales in rupees. F into S by S minus V. F is equal to 40,000 into S is equal to 1 lakh by S minus V. 1 lakh minus 20,000. That is equal 50,000 BEP sales in rupees. Another BEP sales, another formula PV with PV ratio, so PV ratio, total fixed cost by PV ratio. Total fixed cost 40,000 and PV ratio already manam find out, we find out 80%. BEP sales in rupees 50,000 rupees. BEP sales anyway PV ratio through PV ratio and total sales, total fixed cost, variable cost is now PV ratio in rupees and BEP units convert the BEP rupees. Okay. S. Next, sales to earn desired profits. First of all, desired profit, sales to earn desired profit. In further, units per desired profits or rupees per desired profit. First of all, units per desired profit is equal to fixed cost plus desired profits by selling price per unit minus variable cost per unit. Next, sales per desired profits, rupees in rupees. Units per desired profits into selling price per unit. Next, sales per desired profit in rupees, fixed cost plus desired profit by PV ratio. Furtherlo BEP sale, furtherlo sales alla profit, for example profit 20,000 unte sales, furtherlo sales ఎలా ఉంటున్నాయి. For example, fixed cost 40,000, sales 1 lakh, variable cost 20,000. What will be the amount of sales if it is desired to earn a profit of 15,000? 15,000 ప్రాఫిట్ రావాలంటే ఎంత సేల్ చేయాలి? మనము ఎక్స్పెక్టెడ్ ప్రాఫిట్, డిజర్డ్ ప్రాఫిట్ 15,000 అంటే హౌ మచ్ సేల్స్? దట్ ఈస్ ఈక్వల్, ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ PV ratio, through PV ratio sales to desired profit, PV ratio is equal to C by S, C is equal to S minus V by S. That is equal to S is equal to 1 lakh, variable cost V is equal to 20,000 by S is equal to 1 lakh. That is equal to 80,000 by 1 lakh. That is equal to 0.8 or 80%. PV ratio 80%. Next, sales for desired profit through PV ratio. Fixed cost plus desired profit by PV ratio. Fixed cost plus desired profit by PV ratio. Fixed cost is equal 40,000 plus desired profit 15,000 by PV ratio 80%. Sales for desired profit 68,750. Any desired profit, any 1 lakh desired profit. Data is given below. Sales 10 lakhs, fixed cost 4 lakhs, variable cost 3 lakhs. Find out PV ratio or BEP or sales for earned profit. Anyone? Find out. Next, cash break-even point. Only cash break-even point. It is the point where cash receipts on account of sales are equal to cash expenses incurred. It is the profit. It is the point where cash receipts and account of sales are equal to cash expenses incurred. Cash break-even point in rupees in units. Cash break-even point in units is equal fixed cost minus depreciation plus another non-cash fixed expenses by cash contribution per unit. Including the fixed cost, depreciation and other non-cash fixed expense ఉంటే లెస్ చేయాలి. ఒకవేళ సపరేట్గా ఉంటే లెస్ చేయవలసిన అవసరం లేదు. ఫిక్స్ క్లాస్లో ఇంక్లూడ్ అయినప్పుడు మాత్రమే డిప్రిషియేషన్ అండ్ అదర్ నాన్ క్యాష్ ఫిక్స్డ్ ఎక్స్పెన్సెస్ ఇంక్లూడ్ అయినప్పుడు ఫిక్స్డ్ కాస్ట్ నుండి వాట్ లెస్ చేసి బై క్యాష్ కాంట్రిబ్యూషన్ ఫర్ ఓన్లీ క్యాష్. నాన్ క్యాష్ ట్రాన్సాక్షన్స్ క్యాష్ బీఈపీలో రావు. క్రెడిట్ ట్రాన్సాక్షన్స్ క్యాష్ బీఈపీలో రావు. క్యాష్ బ్రేక్ ఈవెన్ పాయింట్. నెక్స్ట్, composite break-even point. What is composite break-even point? If an organization deals in more than one product, that is a composite break-even point. That is a composite break-even point. It refers to the total sales required to be achieved by the organization by sales of its different products, so that it neither incurs any loss nor earns any profit. In the process, some products may yield profit while some products may result in loss. Composite break-even point in value is equal total fixed cost into total sales by total contribution. Next, so PV ratio find out. PV ratio that composite BEP find out. That is equal total fixed cost by PV ratio. Composite BEP means if an organization deals in more than one product, 3 products, 4 products, so much products, a composite break-even point can be computed for the entire organization. It refers to the total sales required to be achieved by the organization by sales of its different products, so that it neither incurs any loss nor earns any profit. In the process, some products may yield profit while some products may result in loss. Composite BEP break-even point in value is equal total fixed cost into total sales by total contribution. Another formula, total fixed cost by PV ratio. Find out the composite break-even point. Assumptions of the break-even point. All elements of cost, that is production, administration and selling and distribution, can be divided into fixed and variable components. All elements of cost, production or administration and selling and distribution, can be divided into 2 divided by into two, variable and fixed cost. Only two components, fixed and variable components. First. Second one, variable cost to remain constant for a unit of output. Total variable cost no constant change, but variable cost remain constant for unit of output. Variable cost per unit of output constant. Fixed cost remain constant at all volume of output. Variable cost to fixed, variable cost per unit, fixed cost constant at all various or at all volume of output. Next, selling price per unit remains. Selling price per unit remains unchanged or constant at all level of output. Selling price per unit remains unchanged or constant. Changed or constant. Unchanged, constant. No changed at all level of output. Next, volume of production is the only factor that influence cost. Volume of production is the only factor that influence cost. There will be no change in the general price level. There is no changes in the general price levels. There is one product, and in case of multi-product, the sales remain constant. There will be no change in the general price level. There is one product, and in case of multi-product, in the sales remain constant. This is the assumptions of the break-even point. Main assumptions of the break-even point. Explain the break-even chart. Break-even graphic method. Methods of BEP lo second one, graphic method. Break-even chart. Steps to construct the break-even chart. What is break-even chart? The break-even chart is a graphic representation of cost and revenue data. The break-even chart is a graphic presentation of cost and revenue data which brings out their interrelationship at a different level of activity. Some steps are break-even chart, draw a break-even chart. Main steps to construct the break-even chart. First, break-even chart, draw a break-even chart. First point, let the x-axis the volume or level of activity. First, x-axis that is the x-axis. First step, let the x-axis represent the value or level of activity. Activity, output, sales. And second point, y-axis represent the cost and revenue in rupees. This is the y-axis. This is the y-axis. Okay. Next, third point, draw the fixed cost line parallel to x-axis. Fixed cost line parallel to x-axis line. This is x-axis line parallel to fixed cost line. Draw the fixed cost line parallel to x-axis from the point in y-axis which represents the amount of fixed, some amount of fixed. Y-axis which represents the amount of fixed cost. Draw the fixed cost line parallel to x-axis, parallel to x-axis and from the point in y-axis which represents the amount of fixed cost. This amount of fixed cost verging to y-axis, that amount of fixed cost. Next point, with the help of data given, construct the total cost line. With the help of the data given, construct the total cost line. This is the total cost line. The total cost is the total of variable cost at any given level of activity and the fixed cost. It is total cost. Start with the fixed cost and the total cost. And the total cost line will intersect the y-axis at the point representative of fixed cost. Y-axis represents the fixed cost. It start the total cost line. Okay. As total cost is equal to fixed cost at zero level of activity. The total cost is equal to fixed cost at zero level of activity. Zero level of activity lo no variable cost. Next, with the help of data given, construct the total revenue chart. The total revenue cost will pass through the margin. The total revenue line start to the margin, total revenue line, TR, total revenue line. Start to the margin. Okay. The total revenue cost will pass through the margin as the revenues at zero level of activity is nil. Zero level of activity nil. It is margin, zero level of activity. Next point, the break-even point is the point of intersection of the total cost line and the total revenue line. Total cost line, total revenue line intersection. This point is break-even point, BEP. This point is break-even point. The break-even point is the point of intersection of the total cost line and the total revenue line. Draw a perpendicular line. From the break-even point on both the axes. Break-even point for the both x-axis and y-axis. Both axes. And the point of intersection of x-axis and the perpendicular represents break-even point in units, and the point of representation of y-axis and the perpendicular drawn it represents the break-even point in value. It is break-even point units, output levels. This is the break-even point sales or values. Okay. Next, the angle between the two lines of total cost and total revenue is called angle of incidence. That is angle of incident. What is angle of incidence? The angle of between the two lines of total cost and total revenue is called angle of incidence. This is angle of incidence. The area between the two lines at any given level of activity represent the loss or profit at the level of activity. This is loss area, that is profit area. Okay. Loss area, profit area. The area between the y-axis and the break-even point of x-axis represents break-even sales in units, and the area between the BEP and x-axis and a given level of activity represents the margin of safety sales. This is the margin of total sales minus BEP sales minus total sale is equal to margin of safety. This is area is the margin of safety. Okay, this area margin of safety. This is the briefly explain the break-even charts. Mainly steps in the break-even charts. Okay. First of all, break-even chart, draw a break-even chart. First x-axis and y-axis, that is 0, virgin. Next, margin of safety. What is margin of safety? Margin of safety means, what is margin of safety sales is the sales over and above the break-even point. That means margin of safety sales means difference between the total sales minus break-even sales, break-even point sales. Margin of safety sales means difference between the total sales and break-even point sales. Margin of safety sales is equal total sales minus break-even sales. Next, another formula also, margin of safety sales. Margin of safety sales is equal to profit by PV ratio. Profit by PV ratio. Margin of safety sales ratio is the margin of safety sales to total sales. Margin of safety sales is the margin of safety sales ratio. Margin of safety sales ratio is the margin of safety sales to total sales. Margin of safety sales ratio is equal to margin of safety sales by total sales into 100. Ratio means ratio compulsory, multiply 100. Okay, margin of safety sales means difference between the total sales and BEP sales. Formula, margin of safety sales is equal to total sales minus BEP sales, and another formula is equal profit by PV ratio. Margin of safety sales ratio is the margin of safety sales by total sales. This margin of safety sales. First example, total sales 1 lakh, BEP sales 80,000. Find out the margin of safety sales. Okay, margin of safety sales is equal formula total sales minus BEP sale. Total sales 1 lakh, BEP sales 80,000, margin of safety sales 20,000. What is the margin of safety sales percentage? That is equal margin of safety sales 20,000, total sales 1 lakh into 100 into 100. 20 by 1 lakh, 1 by 5, that is equal 20%. Margin of safety sale percentage 20%. Okay, that is margin of safety sales. Next, uses of break-even point. Uses of advantages of break-even point. First advantage, first uses helpful in deciding the minimum quantity of sales. Decide, managerial decision, helpful the break-even point. Helpful in deciding the minimum quantity of sales. Minimum quantity. How much minimum? Helpful. Second one, helpful in the determination of tender prices. Quotations. Tender prices or tender quotations. Determination of tender prices. Next, third one, helpful in examining effects upon organization probability. Helpful in examining effects upon organization probability. Deciding about the substitution of new plant, new product. Okay. Next, helpful in sales price and quantity. Next, helpful in determining the marginal cost. Helpful determining the marginal cost. And also break-even limitations of the break-even point. Break-even analysis is only a supply side cost only analysis, as it tells you nothing about what sales are actually likely to be for the product at these various prices. It assumes that fixed costs are constant. It assumes average variable cost are constant per unit of output, at least in the range of likely quantities of sales. Next, it assumes that the quantity of goods produced is the equal to the quantity of goods sold. Break even means, so that is, there is no change in the quantity of goods held in inventory at the beginning of the period and the quantity of goods held in inventory at the end of the period. Beginning of the period and end of the period. Next, in multi-product companies, it assumes that the relative proportions of each product sold and produced are constant. This is the limitation of the break-even point. What is break-even point? Find out the break-even points in units. Find out the break-even point in rupees. Assumes of the break-even point. And break-even chart, briefly, break-even chart, explain the break-even chart. And margin of safety, sales. And break-even point uses and limitations. It is briefly break-even point. Thank you.